Good morning, Bravehearts, and welcome to the show. This is Practitioner's Corner, and I'm your host, Dr. Darrell Wolf, and today I'm with Sarah. Hi, Sarah. How are you?
Good. How are you, Dr. Wolf?
Good. So, Sarah, you just finished the New World Practitioner course, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, why did you decide to take the course? But first of all, where are you from?
I'm from Northern California, Sacramento region, Sierra Nevada foothills.
Okay, all right. And just as we start, just in case everybody has to run off, Sarah's going to be practicing. She's perfect day consults, emotional consults, and also doing the Wolf non-surgical if you're in that area. And let me just tell you something right now. She'll offer you a money-back guarantee because I offer that to her. That when you come, that she's going to take you further than any other practitioner, whether it's body work or nutritional. And, you know, that might be a big claim, but the reality is that when you've got the right tools and the right strategies, we make it happen. And you know what? If you're a good practitioner, you should be giving a money back guarantee. If you're good at anything, you should be giving a money back guarantee. Think about that one. Oh, no, no guarantees here. Well, then you better go back to school. Okay. Mm-hmm. So anyways, what made you take the course?
I had a missing link. You know, I had a lot of health issues. Lyme, Morgellons, breast implant illness, and I'd had my breast implants.
But you do know that all of these stem back to the emotional.
Yes, and I was going to get to that.
And just so you know, Lyme's is the go-to diagnosis that every practitioner likes to use. Morgellons, let me put it to you this way. When you have, and this is all of us, so just know this, okay? Mm-hmm. When you have self-loathing beliefs, okay, you're going to get Morgellons. When you have self-loathing beliefs, you're going to get Lymes. Just remember something. Your spirit is bigger than anything. But when you don't feed your spirit, and when you believe that you're unworthy, then you should get unworthy symptoms, right? Okay, so I don't believe I'm unworthy, and you will never hear of me getting any disease because I'm at ease with who I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I felt like I had a missing link, and this was I found the holy grail of that missing link. It's calcification in the body, but also emotions. Like you said, I needed to address the emotions.
They're not that. Yeah, they won't bite.
I needed to address the emotions. You know, we don't really focus on emotions. Nobody's talking about emotions affecting our physical health. And if we're around people, you know, that we're having drama with, stressing out all the time, you know, it's going to get into our tissues and get stuck, and we get
issues
acidity.
In the tissues.
Yes.
And we have these invisible bonds that bind us on an emotional level first, then a physical level. And let me just say this right now. You know, health is not that hard. Mm-hmm. You come and take my course, I'll unravel the whole thing. And this isn't a sales pitch. I'm trying to tell you that most natural health practitioners do not know what they're doing. Medical profession, well, they were taught to not know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, I just talked to a lady. Didn't we just talk to her? Mm-hmm, and yes. She goes, well, I keep going to the medical doctor, and I keep going to my medical doctor, and I keep going to my medical doctor. And I'm going, why do you keep going to your medical doctor? What is this? Wash, rinse, and spin? I mean, seriously. You know, you think that we had enough logic and enough intelligence to know that the medical profession is not in the health business.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And our minds are not in the health business either because they've been programmed.
Yeah.
So you were programmed to get sick.
Yes, I was. I was programmed. I was living this standard, you know, life. I mean, my diet was pretty good. I had to eat a real clean diet because of the Lyme disease, but I was feeling really good, but I knew that there was more. I wanted to address the emotional aspect of it and start realizing that I'm worth healthy relationships. I was in an unhealthy relationship, and that's still in the process of resolving. And I'm figuring out what to do with that.
And you know what? That unhealthy relationship will continue until you have a healthy relationship with yourself. Go figure. Now, there's some crazy stuff for you, eh? Yeah. You're always going to have unhealthy relationships until you have a healthy relationship with yourself. You're always going to have unhealthy relationships until you have a healthy relationship with yourself,
Yes.
which means that you get to a point that you don't have to forgive yourself anymore.
That's right.
Because if you unconditionally love yourself, then it's called do no harm. That's the only universal law.
Yes.
And if you're doing no harm, then why would you need to forgive yourself? And why would you need anybody else's approval? And why would you take
Yes.
anything personal anymore? Especially when you know that the majority of the population is so programmed. Okay, seriously, 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease.
Yes.
And autoimmune disease means the body's attacking itself, but you had to be doing it on an emotional, invisible level first.
Yes. And so that was the missing link. That was a major one. It's major. We don't realize how major that is. When we have these emotions, we have this stress, it acidifies our body and it causes displaced calcium, inflammation. And so then it gets stuck in our tissues and it blocks energy. And so then it brings us on a lower vibration. It's all about vibration.
She's good, isn't
we're,
she?
We're
Whoa,
bringing
dude.
up our vibration.
Seriously.
Yeah.
See?
And so, you're not going to get well unless you address the emotions. You can take all the supplements you want. You can change the diet all you want. But if you're not changing your relationship with yourself and others and your emotions and getting blatantly honest like he does, like he was blatantly honest with everybody in the class. And, it's shocking and you have to prepare yourself for it. But I like it because you know why? It's the first person that's really been honest with everybody. Everybody else is acting like nothing's wrong.
Here's the deal.
Right?
We've all been programmed into scarcity and poverty consciousness.
Yeah.
You cannot be scared as a practitioner to tell people the truth and
Yes.
have them walk out the door.
That's right.
You need to tell them the truth.
Tell them the truth.
And if they want their money back, you give it. And someday they'll see the truth and they'll come back. But if we cannot live in integrity and honor, how can we ever teach it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So we have to start with ourselves. And so Dr. Wolf teaches everybody how to love themselves unconditionally. It's you first. And then you can love others and the people around you, the 5 people around you, you need to have them loving themselves too and loving you and working on themselves, being better, so that you don't have to deal with all these emotions anymore that get stuck into your tissues.
You are who you play with.
Yeah.
You're a little bit of everybody you play with and everybody you live with. Now, how does that feel? How does that look? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Okay. Don't ask yourself why your relationships suck when you have a bunch of people sucking on you and you sucking on them.
Yes.
And I'm talking about I suck on your energy. I suck on your love. You suck on mine. Why don't we just learn that it's a self-care, self-love job, and it always has been. And this is why we're into this big C problem, V problem, because we don't know how to honor, love, or respect ourselves. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we talk about this invisible God that, needs a straitjacket and Prozac, because one minute it loves us, it doesn't love us, it does love it. Please stop. We need to stop.
Yeah. So Dr. Darrell Wolf addresses everything. He addresses the emotions. He addresses who you're hanging out with and rethinking all of that. Because you can take all the supplements you want in the world and change your diet all you want, but you're never going to get well. You're never going to be at your top, vibration. And then he also teaches how to get the old stuff that's stuck in there out of your tissues. And that's what I learned in this class. It was great. So we addressed the emotional part of it by going through the whole life coach training. And then we addressed the tissue part of it and the calcification part of it with
all that scar tissue.
with the body work.
And you learned that 95 to 98% of your scar tissue was never caused because of a sports injury or an accident. It was put into you on a subconscious, unconscious level, because every time that you talk down on yourself, every time that you judge someone, you dump histamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. Yeah. And that is the drip that causes the inflammation, that causes the scar tissue formation, the displaced calcium, and the crystallization that you don't like a lot. And you call yourself old and you compare yourself to everybody else because you're running the same ding-dang program.
Yeah. So it was great coming to this class because I did have a lot of issues and I'm so glad that I got to address them. I had breast implant illness and had 2 surgeries on my breast, one to put the implants in because of my emotions. I felt like I wasn't worthy, of a man's attention because I didn't have big enough breasts. That was when I was younger. But then they made me ill. I had them in for 18 years, then had the explant because I was just so ill. And so I would be left.
When they did the deep work on you, how did that hurt?
Yes, it was painful.
And you know why
Very
she had the
painful.
pain? The
Very
pain
painful.
was actually, the pain was an emotional pain that becomes a physical pain. So sometimes you got to go through the physical pain to let go of the emotional pain. And then don't tell me you don't like pain, because if you run away from pain, you're always in it.
Definitely.
And pain is a
Yes.
GPS, and it's your friend to the end. And guess what? If you don't respect pain because it's a GPS, then guess what? It'll never end.
Yes, that's right. So I'm so glad that I came here and addressed this. I know it's going to make me, this was the missing link to feeling super healthy and vibrant. I still had this to address. I had calcification and scar tissue in my breasts from these two surgeries. And so I've had work on it. Yes, it's painful, but you get through it and it's so worth it. And I plan to do more of it and address the rest of it. So that way I have blood flowing in there again. I have energy flowing in there again, light and vibration, and I can feel better, right? Because when we have all that energy and vibration in us, we feel great.
If you let these authoritarians make you believe that you're unworthy of breathing, eating, living, loving, rising, smiling, you'll have nothing left. You'll be like everybody else that just wants to make it through the day. Put your head down. Can't sleep because you're so scared and fearful. You'll get up the next morning going, here's another day. And you know what? It's all about your imagination. It's all about your thoughts. As soon as you get rid of the elite psycho programming,
That's right.
okay, you'll have your life back. No, you'll have more than that. You will not be existing. You will be living for the first time.
Yes, that's right. And so now my plan is now I'm specializing in women's health since I've been through this. I've been through Lyme, I've been through Morgellons, I've been through breast implant
And
illness.
she's been through emotional and physical
Yes,
abusive
that's right.
relationship with men.
That's
And
right.
you'd really want somebody that has done it and then clawed her way out.
Yes.
Because the only reason why it kept happening all the way through her life is because she didn't know that the most prominent dominant belief was, I'm a woman and this is all the love I deserve. So she kept on finding the same type of program with a man that would emotionally and physically abuse her, but that's all she knew. So what do you do until you don't know?
Yeah, that's right.
You got to grow.
Yeah, that's right. So, like I was saying, I want to specialize. I'm specializing in women's health and beauty, anti-aging as well. And so I will be specializing in the non-surgical facelifts, the
Which will
non-surgical.
take 5 to 10 years off you in the first treatment.
That's right. Yes, it does, because we did it all in class and I saw it happen with my own eyes. And I would also like to do the non-surgical breast lift and also the non-surgical tummy lift.
And also the non-surgical pelvic, restoration.
Yes.
And understand something, everyone. People don't do our work. I'm talking about, when you feel like something, you're all tied up. There's a knot here or a knot here or a knot somewhere. She's going to untie the knot.
Yes,
If I had a
definitely.
rope and I tied a knot in it, is it longer or shorter? It's shorter. Well, what if she were to make things longer? What if she brought back your flexibility, the same flexibility you had when you were younger?
Yes.
Wouldn't you like that? You see, what you call old age is just the issues in your tissues that we can release on an emotional and physical level, and that's what
Yes.
she's going to be
Yes,
doing.
definitely, because we need to address that. We also need to address the emotional aspect of it. So that's why I have the whole life coach certification. So we can address that as well. So you'll have consultations on how to fix your emotions, because we can do all the work we want, but this stuff will come back if you don't work on the emotional aspect of
We
it.
removed the tumor, but we didn't remove
That's
the
right.
belief.
That's
So
right.
now you're what? A cancer survivor?
That's right.
It's came back twice and maybe 3 times. Well, guess
Yes.
what? It wouldn't do that. So willpower is not the way.
Yep. So it has to be combined. We work on both the emotional aspect so it never comes back. We work on the physical aspect to get that out of there. And then we also work on the perfect day diet and the perfect day protocols and get you on the right supplements for detoxification, because that's also part of anti-aging, and it's also part of, the physical and the high vibration that we're talking about that we want to get you in. And so if you want to contact me, I have my phone number is 916-803-0840. You can text me or call me. And out of everybody that texts me for more information, I'm going to be giving away a free non-surgical facelift, breast lift, and tummy lift. So go ahead and try to contact me for more information. And
Yeah, because what she's going to do is she's actually going to do the work on someone, and then she's going to show how this works and the potential of it. Look, let's put it this way. We have this, and you can say, well, what a marketing tech. It's not about marketing. It's about marketing to you that you don't have to live like this. And that's this. We make a promise that when you come for the first treatment, we will do more in that first treatment than all the other treatments combined. Because understand this, whether you're talking about natural health practitioners, God love them all. They all have their place. But they do not understand about scar tissue, displaced calcium, and crystallization. And as far as a doctor goes, we'll keep an eye on that until we cut your hip out, or until we give you a rod or a screw or a plate or a mesh or something like that. Everything can be turned around. If you actually created the disease, we can put you at ease to get rid of the dis, okay? So that you can get your life back. And that's what Sarah's going to be doing. Where do you live again?
Northern California, Sacramento region.
Okay, so how far from Sacramento?
About an hour.
And what's it called?
Well, it's called Somerset. It's near Placerville, California.
Okay.
But I'm in the process of relocating to Idaho, near the Boise, Idaho region. So if you would like, though, more information, I can do phone consultations over the phone. And then for the actual physical work, I will be located near Boise, Idaho within an hour.
Yeah, and if I was a woman or a man, and I was in a physical or emotional abusive relationship, I would call Sarah. And I haven't said that on any other interview with a practitioner before, but she knows the ropes. Okay, you know, it's like this. People that keep going back to abusive relationships are not stupid. They're not ignorant. But if that's all you knew when you were being raised by your parents, and then that's all you knew with the first boyfriend, second boyfriend, third boyfriend, fourth girlfriend, fifth girlfriend, whatever the case may be, if that's all you knew, then that's all you knew. You didn't know it could get better. But you knew it could get worse, but you didn't know. And that's just like how they teach us that, you know, this is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me tell you something. The health system's the most corrupt system in the planet. It's the illness system. And here's the deal. The more educated a practitioner is, I mean, in a government approved school, the more dangerous they are. And you better put that in your pocket. And if you're a practitioner, a doctor, and you have gone to a naturopathic approved school or a medical approved school, and you want to debate me on my show, I would really enjoy it, because I can prove to you that when somebody takes a New World Practitioner course, that they will take the patients that you haven't had patience for or the training for, and they'll turn them around, because we will offer a money-back guarantee. All my practitioners do, because I back them. Just as I back Sarah, and this is why you really want to check her out.
Yes, please do.
Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
Really?
I look forward to it. Well, I'll be here in the winters. I won't want the winters up there.
No. There's a lot of potatoes there, isn't
Yes, and corn and dryland wheat. And,
there? Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. Farm country. Love farm people.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
seriously.
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
right.
So what would you like to tell everyone?
Yeah, it's just that I've learned so much, and this is amazing. He has the holy grail of the missing link to your health and your vibrancy and your youth, and it's anti-aging, gives you tons of energy. Get started on the perfect day right away, and get on the daily detox tea. And if you'd like more information, yes, please give me a call or text me, and we'll set something up for you. And so
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to helping people. I really want to help people that have been in the similar situation that I've been in.
Listen, Bravehearts, you got sucker punched. You're being sold off by the pound. Okay? I get it. Okay? Your practitioner doesn't know what he's doing. That's right, but it's not their fault. Your family doesn't know what they're doing, and it's not their fault. Who is going to be the Braveheart hero here and make the first step and then hold the Braveheart line for at least 9 months? Because that's what it takes, okay, to birth the real authentic you.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
All right.
I think we did it. What do you think?
We did. Yeah, we did
Okay.
it.
All right. We're out of here. But you know what? You have the best day of your life until tomorrow.
That's
Okay.
right.
And leave smiles wherever you go
And
in case we want to find you.
and be that shining star.
Yes. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
We got this, Braveheart.
Yes, we got this.
There you go. Have a beautiful day.
You know, it's not good enough to have the most powerful courses, treatments, and training. We want to deliver to you the adventure of a lifetime that's going to last a lifetime. And I'm going to take you on a little adventure right now and show you what we are going to deliver. What are we going to deliver? We are going to deliver the authentic you, the real you, the genius inside. How would you like to become not just the master of your mind, but the master of your body, the master of your life? You know what? The most important world is your world, and we're about to show you how to create it.
Found Dr. Wolf and all his positivity and trying to reshape our way of thinking and help me be a better person, a better mom, better wife. I'm glad I found him in person in Ixtapa, Mexico.
Never limit yourself to beautiful, because that's what you are. Take a look at this beautiful place. We all deserve beauty in our life. You need to create a new program that is unlimited when it comes to things that are beautiful, things that make you happy, things that make you shine, things that make you feel excited. Let's get excited.
This guy's got something really interesting to say and he's sharing it really openly and we're just really not caring what other people think, and I just thought that was really empowering.
What I've learned in my life is this: to be the change you wish to be the change you wish to see, Braveheart, you have to understand you take life one step at a time.
Dr. Wolf, as many people will have seen, is very direct and straight and will take you to the edge of the cliff, as he says, and then pull you back just in time.
Never lose your focus. Never lose your dream, because you are the dream maker. It's called image, but guess what? It's your imagination. The image that you hold creates the thought that you live with. That thought creates an emotion that creates a frequency, and we know that the invisible creates the physical. I mean, that's quite obvious. So be the power that you seek, and understand something, that all your thoughts matter. And guess what? Unless you're willing to take a look at those thoughts and retrain your brain, change your personality, you'll never change your reality, and your reality could become infinite.
He's a wealth of information, and I love it.
You were created by your creator to create. So let's create something amazing together.
I found Dr. Wolf and I went, wow, here's a truth speaker. And he spoke to my soul and he spoke truth.
So tell me what you think of the destination that I came up with my imagination to hold the whole life coach certification for you. Understand something. It's all about beauty. It's all about adventure. It's all about stimulating the mind, okay? And understanding that your mind is unlimited. And that is what the whole life coach certification is all about. In the whole life coach certification, we are going to go deeper. We have people coming to us, professionals coming to us, from doctors to nurses to accountants to oil riggers to mothers that want to expand their life. And when they come here, they go, I need to learn to help my family, or I want to improve my business. But guess what? We get into their business. When they leave, they become the change that they wish to see, that they wish to be. They become the gift to the world, because when you can stay in the present, and you can't do that until you have unconditional love and care for yourself. And I'll tell you something right now. I have hardly even found 1 out of 1,000 practitioners or even so-called whole life coaches that can hold the present moment and own it and then give it as a gift. And this is what I'm going to give to you. And when you come here, this is where you're going to come into this room when you need to find alignment, you need to find balance, and you need to get back into your lion heart breath, because we're going to go deep into your heart and we're going to become the spark that you seek.
And actually what I really love about Dr. Wolf's teachings is that unconditional love is literally it. And then you're like, how can it be that easy? That's just silly. So, but it's really not.
Come play, come stay, come train with us today. Understand something. I know we have fear, but understand, that's just false evidence appearing real. I get it. Stick your toe in, feel the water, but then I want you to dive right in, because
How I found my brave heart was through Daryl. He really teaches you to go within and go in through your heart and not your mind, because your heart's a lot more connected to so much more than your mind. Your mind is just so conditioned and your heart is just so open and beautiful.
you're the answer that you've been looking for. Let me teach you how to fly. What does that mean? First, love yourself, Braveheart. Let's take life in and win.
I had just lost my husband a couple of years ago. With his passing, he gave me the greatest gift to love myself. But Dr. Wolf gave me the greatest gift in understanding that.
I had a dream 3 years ago that I would live in Mexico and I would have this training center, this teaching center, this treatment center that would touch the world. Your dreams are never too big. And when they start to create a little bit of anxiety, turn them into excitement. And get excited, because this is your life.
He's the first doctor that I have encountered that has truly given me the truth, and not just half truths, but the full truth. So it's been revolutionary for me in my healing process.
And this, my friend, when you take on the dream of all dreams, and you realize that if you stay connected to your breath, that you can have it all. Do not let anybody take your breath away. Do not let anybody steal your dream, okay? Listen, God gave you imagination. This is your sandbox of life. Take your life back. Right now, we are teaching courses to people that have come from all over the world, and the government is saying you can't travel, you can't breathe, you can't have this, you can't come together. Yes, we will. And we will do it with unconditional love for each other. And we will learn to grow. We will not judge each other. We'll observe and see where we can support each other. But at the same time, we will hold the Braveheart line, because this is the only way that we can grow. So find your roar, because you're so much more. And learn this. You are the unconditional love that you've been looking for. You are the dream maker. I can't wait to see you. We want to become that small piece of the puzzle that brings your dream together. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. What do you think it would take to turn your life around? I can tell you right now, I learned that a long time ago, what the key was. And anybody that has been able to perfect the perfect day on an emotional, physical, and spirit level knows this. The answer is massive, personal action. That's what it's going to take for you to turn your life around. And to turn your life around, you're going to have to go within if you want to change without. And that's the bottom line. And you know, people think that they can do it like with a consultation, or maybe they can do it with a telephone call or a Band-Aid or a 911 emergency, a treatment. But understand, that's not the way it is. The day that you realize that when you master your mind is the only time you're going to master your body. Forget your life. That's always going to be just random luck until you know that you must become the master of your day. From the moment you rise until you gently close your eyes, you must be the only authority for you. And if you think that getting an hour consultation is going to do it, it's not. If you think that going for therapy is going to do it, it's not. You have to submerge yourself into what we would call the personal treatment and training. And you need to do that from anywhere from 6 days to 10 days, or you need to come for my whole life coach certification, because if you don't go in deep, you'll never make changes. They say it takes 10,000 times for you to repeat something before it becomes a prominent, dominant thought. And if you understood that 70 to 90% of all your thoughts are not yours, and they say that 70% of your thoughts are toxic, tell me they're not. Take a look at the majority of the population. 92% of the population has an autoimmune disease, which means the body is attacking itself. Before that, though, the person was attacking themselves on a subconscious, unconscious level. And that, my friend, is the bottom line, and why you must take a personal treatment and training and go deep and understand how to run your life. What that means is learning how to think, how to drink, how to eat, and knowing when somebody is mistreating you, when someone is disrespecting you, because until you honor and respect yourself, no one else is going to do it. So understand, this is your life. If you want to live your passion and purpose, then you must become the master of your mind to become the master of your body, so that you can become the light for your family. So please, consider this. You got the time and you've got the money, because you're going to change the rest of your life for the rest of your life, and that's my guarantee to you.